Are you ready to learn how to add dynamic record-driven content to your Liftoff pages for creating blogs, articles, and more? Watch this video to learn how. All right, welcome to video number 2 of a 5-video series session over records. In this video, we're going to cover how to create dynamic content using records in conjunction with Liftoff's content management platform. So up here on the screen, we actually have the Liftoff blog. This blog is actually created using our records feature. So, you see things like a big image for our banner, the author, publication date. All of that information is housed easily within records. Now, we're not going to build something as complex as the blog that you see up here on the screen. What we are going to show you is how to use records and drive dynamic content in a very simplistic manner. So what I'm going to do is we've got a predefined record that we've created in our My Liftoff portal called Locations. So Locations is really nothing more than just a list of different addresses. So if I went into each one of these, you can see it's just an individual location. So for this exercise, we're going to create a page on a demo site called Locations, and it's going to cycle through all of the data that's there in an easy, repeatable fashion. To get us started, what we're going to do, since we've already got data in records, I'm going to come here because there's a few things we're going to need to know for this project. One is that we want to make sure that we have our record code, because that's going to be important for our repeater and our name and our fields. So we'll come back to this in 1 second. One thing that's most important is that we start with a base page to put our content on. So we're going to create a brand new page on the Mia's Bakery site, and we'll call it Locations. All right, so now we have a page, but we don't have any content to add to it yet. So this is where the rubber kind of meets the road. So we're going to add some content, and we'll call it Location Repeater. All right, so we'll start with something very simplistic here. All right, so what I'm doing, I'm just going to create an unordered list of items for each location. So to call out something from records, you're going to start with these brackets, the bracketed syntax that you have here. And so we're going to call our records class with this. And then the next thing we're going to do, so it's records dot, and then we're going to remember we had this code that we wanted to pull out earlier. I think we call it, it was just locations. So that's going to be important to finishing this out here. So we're going to say records.locations, and then we're going to follow that with an underscore. And after the underscore, what we're doing is we're defining a column that we want to sort by. So anytime that a new one is added, it'll automatically sort by location name. Okay? And let's say the sort order is just ascending. You would expect A to Z order for locations. And the next one, it determines how many of the records we want to pull. To make it easy, if you're pulling all of your records, then you would just say location all. Now, just like anything else in the world of HTML, you need a start tag and an end tag. So this is the beginning of our repeater, and here is the end of our repeater. So the content in this little block is going to be repeated for every record that appears here. All right, so let's create ourselves a little line item here, and we'll make a bolded out location name. So just like we do the same bracketed syntax above, we're going to call out location name. Right, so just refresh our memory here. So we're going by field code. So when you're pulling out variables, just remember field code is what you're going to use for the variable name. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let's just put a line break in there and let's put address. That was another field that we had. And then yet another line break, and then we'll do city, state, zip. All right, so now we have a nice little content block where we're going to repeat records over and over again. So I'm going to move this over to the side for a second, and we are going to open up our Mia's Bakery site. And right now we have our locations page, but we didn't really put any content in it, so it's more or less a fresh canvas. So coming back here, let's go ahead and go to our page manager, and let's add that new content block that we added to locations. So let's do a quick search. There's our locations page. And so you're going to want to navigate over to your content tab for that page. And for this exercise, we'll put this repeatable content within main body. And the last thing we want to do is we want to find a location repeater, and that's what we've done here. And we're just going to hit add content. Now, fingers crossed, if we've done everything right, I'm going to hit refresh here, and we should see a list of our locations. And look at that. So we have a problem with the template used by that page. And don't worry, issues are easily fixed. So we're going to find our location repeater back in here, and let's just see what we might have done wrong. All right, I found my error here. So the hashtag basically indicates your start, and the backslash indicates your close. So I made one small error there, but it's not fatal. Don't worry, we'll recover. So let's come back here and refresh this page, and hey, look at that. We have a list of our locations, and so that was relatively easy to do. So that's really all there is to it. With some imagination, with some styling, proper CSS techniques, you could really make a page shine. So anyway, as far as creating dynamic content for your website, it's really that easy. So we invite you to try this out, play around with it, break it, see what kind of cool things that you can get into. And feel free to share that with our account management team. We love seeing unique ways that people are using the platform, and really, especially when it comes to records, how you guys are making records work for you. And so that is the end of this tutorial. We thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.